Presenting to Win: The Art of Telling Your Story. Author Jerry Weissman. This book was written by the world-renowned corporate presenter, Coach Jerry Weissman. Jerry has coached individuals from many of the elite corporations, such as Netflix, Dolby, eBay, Yahoo, and Microsoft, just to name a few. In addition to Presenting to Win, he is a best-selling author of 4 other books: The Power Presenter, In the Line of Fire, How to Handle Tough Questions, Presentations in Action, and Winning Strategies for Power Presentations. Through his company, Power Presentations, he continues to motivate and inspire business professionals worldwide. The book Presenting to Win teaches the presenter how to engage, excite, and gain the respect of its audience. Important takeaways from the text. WIFI stands for What's in It for You. This is a concept where the presenter shifts his or her attention outward and focuses on the needs of their audience. Who is the you in WIFI? WIFI allows the presenter or communicator to convince their audience that they will benefit from the message you are trying to deliver. When trying to successfully implement WIFI into your presentation, there are 6 triggers that signal to your audience the benefits to them. Number 1, explaining to your audience members why it is important to them. This is important to you because the presenter communicates the reason why in relation to the presentation. Number 2, explaining the presentation and how it would mean to your audience. What does this mean to you? Using WIFI, you as the presenter elaborate on the reasons. Number 3, giving your audience or listeners making them a clear explanation as to why you're delivering your message to your audience. Number 4, make your audience or listeners aware of why they should care or take interest in your presentation. Number 5, explain to your audience why and what is happening during the presentation. Keep your audience engaged in your presentation with a WIFI, and make sure you reiterate why and how your listeners will benefit from your presentation. Audience advocacy is when you as a presenter is able to view yourself, the company, the story, and the presentation through eyes and ears of your listeners. Using the tactic of audience advocacy is useful when trying to connect and gain the focus of your audience members. Capturing your audience means to grab your audience members' attention and keep it there. It can be through anecdotes, storytelling, or even a question directed at your audience members. This book mentions opening gambit. As an opening gambit is a statement that causes your audience to take notice. It grabs their attention. There are 7 classic opening gambits that a presenter can use during a presentation. Number 1, ask the audience a question directly to them. This question is relevant to your topic and it should elicit an immediate response out of your audience members. Number 2, give an interesting statistic or a little known fact. This should be related to your topic of presentation. Number 3, retrospective or perspective. That was then and this is now, looking forward or backward. Using this can move the attention of your audience in the direction in which you choose. Deliver an anecdote or a quick human interest story. Telling an anecdote does not mean to tell a joke. The book does not suggest that you tell your audience a joke. Instead, it suggests that you as a presenter deliver a short story that the audience can identify with. Number 5, give a quotation about your company. Have it come from a respected source. Quoting Forbes magazine or Business Weekly would be a great idea. This quote must be appropriate to your presentation and should bring credibility to yourself and your company. Number 6, use of an aphorism or familiar saying. Incorporate this to get your audience's attention. This saying will once again give your company believability, and it will allow you as the presenter to enter your audience in different directions. Applying the book to real-life situations. After reading the text during the course of the semester, I have come across many important lessons that I can learn from. I think that the number 1 lesson is that you want to get your message across to your intended audience. As a presenter, your job is to introduce a topic and convey your message to the audience. The presenter must understand that your audience and not the content of your presentation is what is most critical. You can present any topic, but if your audience is not engaged in understanding, your message will be lost. I have been to numerous amounts of presentations, and I have felt that the presenters are more concerned with showing their message down the throats of their audience members. They will overload listeners and viewers so much information that most of it, if none of it, is retained. I believe this book should be given to every speaker or presenter. Faith integration. Hebrews 12:11 No discipline seems pleasant at the time, but painful. Later on, however, it produces a harvest of righteousness and peace for those who have been trained by it. I feel the scripture means that while it is very hard to be disciplined, eventually all your hard work pays off. Proverbs 11:14. Without the guidance of good leaders, a nation falls, but many good advisors can save it. This scripture proves that all businesses need great leaders. However, it takes a team to work together and be successful. Proverbs 12:11. He who tills the land have plenty of bread, but he who pursues worthless things lacks sense. Proverbs 12:11 stands out because it references the payoffs of hard work. Individuals that work hard will often benefit from the time and effort that they have put in. People that try to go around a situation and find the easy route will not prevail. The end. In conclusion, the text Presenting to Win is a great self-help book that can turn a basic presentation into an excellent presentation. As a presenter, you have to be more self-aware of what your audience needs and wants are. You can do this by using Wify, getting to know your audience, and other ways as a way to capture your audience. Thanks for taking the time out to listen to my presentation. I hope it was equal parts informative and inspiring. I wish everyone the great rest of this year. The end.